Hey friends, today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite crafty tools and items that I use when crafting. So I have filled up this little Dollar Tree container full of a bunch of tools and items that I use, and I have a couple larger items outside the basket. So let's set this aside and let's look at the larger items first. So, of course, my paper trimmer. I cannot cut paper straight, and I love that I'm able to have my paper trimmer and cut my lines. Also, if I don't want to pull out my scoreboard, then I can just line my paper up and use this for scoring as well. So definitely one of my favorite tools. Also, my scoreboard. And I have the EK Tools scoreboard, and whenever you're working on like a 3D project or like a multi-fold card, journal, mini album, or anything like that, this definitely comes in handy. You have all of your marks here, and then I've just gone in and put a couple different little marks for some projects that I'm working on. It comes with your score tool, and then on the back you have this tool, which I believe helps with making like envelopes, but I don't use this for that. I just mostly use this. So scoreboard and paper trimmer are I think two items you definitely need to have in your craft room. And I will have everything linked down below for you guys. A lot of these items I got off of Amazon, so I will link what I can down below for you guys in the description. Next is my all-time favorite adhesive, and this is Adtech Permanent Bond Glue Runner. And I've had this little container for years, and I just buy the refills. You can get these refills on Amazon. You can get them at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure about Joann's, but I just bought the one, and then I buy the refills, and the refills are usually about $12 or $13, and you get 8 of them. And I do get the permanent, but I love this. Another adhesive tool. These are from Dollar Tree. So of course I can't link these, but these are in the hardware section at Dollar Tree. They're foam mounting tape, and I've got a little container, but these are my favorite type of foam to add dimension on to my embellishments and projects, and you do get 6 feet of it. So there's lots of squares on here, and I like that they're pre-cut for you already. It just makes it easy. Grab it, put it on your project, and go. Next, I have my little Dymo here. This I did pick off of Amazon. It came with, I believe, 2 blacks, a red, and a blue, or maybe a white. So it was like a little set. And what's cool about this is that you can pretty much make any embellishment or any sentiment that you want. So if you wanted to say boo for Halloween, you just line up your little thing here, click it, go to the O, and click that twice, and then you go over to this right here, which is a space. I always like to put an extra space, and then you go over one and you cut it. And you're left with a little raised embossed boo, and then you can put these on your projects and embellishments. So definitely I love creating these and adding to my embellishments. Next, I have my Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. This is awesome for adding to some texture to your projects. So I like to just have this to do some stapling, or if you have like ribbon you want to add to the top of your tag, you could use that for stapling. And the fun thing about this is that they are small staples. They work great for stapling your crepe paper rosette. So adding those to your projects is super fun because they're not large like a regular stapler. Let me pull my regular stapler so you can see. So there is your regular stapler, and there's your little teeny tiny one there. So I love that they're itty bitty tiny staples for our paper crafting. Next, I have my We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile. I purchased this one in the case, so it came in this little case. It came with some of the eyelets here, but I've used all, and then I've added like my own for my own stash here. But this is awesome because you can do two types of eyelets. You have the larger eyelets like this, and then you can do the smaller eyelets like these guys here. So these teeny little ones here. So I love that, and this is great. It punches through a lot of different papers, chipboard. I've even used it for punching through leather, so it definitely works through more materials than just a standard hole punch. Plus, you can put your eyelets to help secure your dangles or things that you're using. Moving on, a couple of handheld tools. I love my Cricut X-Acto knife, and I used to use this Fisker's finger tool, and you put it on your finger and you use that to cut, but right now I cannot use this one, so I'm loving using this one because it has a nice wide rubber grip base here, which makes it really easy for me to use. So this is definitely a must, and I love that it's purple. Then I have my Cricut tweezers. So any tweezers would work, but these are good if you're working with small stickers or like letter stickers. You can even use this with like flatbacks or anything. And the reason I like the Cricut ones is because they have a wider tip here. They're not so skinny like regular tweezers. So I love these guys. Also have my bone folder here from Martha Stewart. I did get this on Amazon as well, so I use this all the time. I also use this in my scoreboard as well. I've got a couple pairs of scissors. The first are these Westcott scissors. They are this titanium non-stick scissor. So when you're cutting through things like stickers or some sort of adhesive or anything like that, they do not gunk up like regular stickers do, or regular scissors do. So you can see I just recently cleaned these, but you can see you have a little bit of the sticker residue. So if you're doing something and you have to cut through a bunch of adhesive, this just kind of cuts through it smoothly and it doesn't stick to the scissor. And then the other pair that I have are these EK Tool scissors, and these are awesome for fussy cutting or working with small things. So like if you are printing out digitals that you need to fussy cut, that works well. If you're cutting a picture out of one of your 12 by 12 scrapbook sheets, this works awesome. These do, as you can see, they do get really sticky and gunky if you're using them with adhesive, which I normally don't, but I couldn't find these the other day or my other pair of scissors, and I had to use these, so now I need to give these a good cleaning. A couple more handheld tools. I love my pokey tool. This was created for me from my friend Tara, and I've had it for I think about 2 years now, and you can see like one of my little things is coming loose here, so I need to put a little bit of more glue on it. I also need to clean my glue off the end, but this is great for if you just need to punch a little hole in something. This works great for weeding your vinyl, pretty much anything you need. This is good for peeling the backs off of these. So pokey tool. Then I also have this tool which picks up diamond dots, but it's got a wax end here, and this is perfect for picking up flatbacks and jimmies and things that you want to add to your projects, but you don't want to get burned. So you pick up your little pieces. Let's see, I don't have any flatbacks, but I do have this little flower. So we want to pick up the flower and glue this down to our project, and then we don't have to touch this small flower and potentially burn ourselves. So this is awesome. Alright, the next thing I have to share are these wire nippers. I purchased these off of Amazon, and they are awesome if you're using them for wire wrapping, anything where you're using any kind of wire. They're also awesome to remove the backs of like these rings that we put on projects. It gives it a nice flush back. They work well to remove the shanks off of the back of buttons. So a very handy tool that you can use outside of making wire wrap beads. Next I have my corner chompers, and these are from We Are Memory Keepers. We have a scalloped and a stub, and we have rounded a quarter and an inch. And we have our stub here. This is perfect for making tickets. Scallop. We have our 1/2 inch corner rounded and the 1/4 inch. So this is a good tool to have if you want to do any kind of corner rounding or any decorative corners. And they do make a couple other ones, but these are the only 2 that I have in my stash. Next, I have my punches. And my favorite punches in my stash are my circles. So plain circles, scallop circles. I have a couple of different sizes of these. These are my most used in the whole stash because I love making circle embellishments. So I have a bunch of sizes and of each of these. I also have things like hearts and butterflies and things like that, but definitely circle ones come in handy for so many things. And then the last thing I have to share is my glue gun. So this is from Scoreboard. It is a wireless glue gun, so you're able to kind of move it around. It has a nice small tip at the end, so you can just put a little dot of glue, add something small onto your projects without having like a big glob of glue. It does leave glue strings. It does kind of drip on the little pad here. As you can see, like here's an old drip there. When I first got it, it barely did it at all. As I've had it for a little bit, it's doing it more and more. But I do think the type of glue sticks you use is a factor. So I'm using a different type of glue stick than normal. So I think that's why it's giving me more glue strings. But otherwise, I love this glue gun. So that is everything. I have lots of other different types of tools that I use. I just don't use them as much as I use these things. So These are things that I definitely recommend having. If you're a paper crafter like me, if you like to make cards, if you make embellishments, 3D projects, these are things I would definitely add to my crafty stash. And like I said, I will link all the items down below for you. Most of them I did purchase from Amazon. A couple of them were gifts to me, or things that I picked up, like my foam tape at the Dollar Tree. I hope you guys found this video informative, and I'm sure a lot of you already have a bunch of the same tools that I do as a paper crafter. So if you have a tool that I didn't list here, I would love to know what your favorite tool is that I didn't add, because I'm all about trying new tools or new things in paper crafting. So thanks a lot, guys, for stopping by, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.